Hey guys, it's Yaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a DIY marshmallow root and slippery elm detangler. This is perfect for detangling matted or dry, hard to get through, thick natural hair, especially for curly, kinky, coily type hair. Okay, so it's all natural, no preservative, no extra stuff in there. It's so fresh that you definitely will have to keep this refrigerated. Okay, so I'm using marshmallow root, slippery elm, avocado and castor oil, aloe vera gel, and of course water. And that is it, you guys. Super simple DIY for this Sunday. I want to first go over why I chose the ingredients I chose. I've heard so much about marshmallow root and slippery elm. I've used marshmallow root before. If you guys have seen my DIY curl defying cream, you can click the iCard up above if you'd like to see that video where I used the marshmallow roots for its benefits. It can also be used internally. You can drink it as a tea as well as the slippery elm. So I've heard so much about these herbs and I just really wanted to give them a try and see what they can do as far as a hair product for detangling my hair. And what I found is that they are super nutritious for the hair and for the scalp, nourishing and soothing for the scalp, and they can actually help promote growth. And I love the benefits of the slippery elm because it helps to combat breakage, which will definitely help you from snapping your ends or breaking off hair while you're detangling. I also added aloe vera and avocado oil and castor oil for their benefits as well. And also just to add even more hydration to this detangler, I wanted it to be water based, mainly water based detangler. I didn't want to add any creams or butters. I wanted it to be super lightweight, and so that I could use it solely for detangling and I can layer other products on it without worrying about it caking up on my hair. So those are some reasons why I chose avocado oil as well. It penetrates the strands, it's super moisturizing for the hair. Alright, so let's get started with this DIY, you guys. I'm using about 3.5 cups of water. I'm going to go ahead and boil that. You can use distilled water, or you can definitely make sure you boil your water to make sure it's as pure as possible. And I'm going to go ahead and add the marshmallow root while the water heats up. And once it gets to a really good boil, then I'm going to go ahead and add my slippery elm, just because the slippery elm seemed more like a powder versus the marshmallow root, which is more like wood chips. That's what it looks like. Whereas you can see here, the slippery elm is a little bit more powdery, so I didn't want to overcook it, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So after it started boiling, that's when I added the slippery elm. And I really wanted to test this out, you guys, because when I did my curl defining cream, I feel like I definitely did not boil my marshmallow root long enough to get that really good mucilage out of it. So this time I wanted to make sure I definitely tested it to boil it long enough. So this is after maybe 10 minutes, and you can see it's still very liquidy, but you're starting to see some of the mucilage form. So right here, this is right around 16, 17, 18 minutes or so. But overall it took a good 21 minutes or more to get this really thick mucilage coming from the marshmallow root and the slippery elm. And this is what you want. This is definitely what you want. This is going to give you that really good slip, and you can add this to any product, or you could just use it as a regular detangler, and it's going to help give you your hair that slip so you can detangle without causing any breakage. Okay, all right, on to the hardest part. Okay, just kidding. Well, not really. I'm not kidding. Like, this was really a tough situation for me. Okay, I'm using a flour sack bag because I couldn't get a cheesecloth from the store. For some reason they didn't have any. Okay, so I'm using a flour sack bag, which worked just fine. The only thing is it's so fine that is really hard to get through. As you can see, the slippery elm and the marshmallow root is just kind of sitting there. And you will see in a second when I take it off of the container, you're gonna see that nothing came through, like nothing at all. So I was trying to use utensils to try to squeeze the, I don't know, would you call this gel or would you just call it mucilage? I'm not sure, but anyway, as you can see, nothing was coming out, and I was just so shocked. I was like, okay, nothing's coming out. So I was using utensils to try to squeeze it out because it was still piping hot, you guys. So please be careful when handling this mixture because it is super hot, but I think it's best to squeeze it out while it's a little hot, just because I think it'll be easier to go through. So yeah, you can see my struggle here, you guys. Eventually it did cool down a little bit and I was able to use my hand, but as you can see, there's still a lot of steam coming from there. So yeah, it's hot. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just warn you. But I squeezed the life out of this sack until I got every single drop of the mucilage from this for this detangler. And as you can see now, most of it is like a very loose liquid, but it still got that gel-like consistency that I'm looking for. But don't stop there, you guys. Really give this a squeeze, because until you start seeing that more clouded brown color, you're not getting the good stuff. Okay, you really want to take your time and squeeze to get all the good stuff out of there. So that's what I did, you guys. Yeah, and it took me a good 15 minutes to squeeze all this out. So yeah, I don't know if you want to try to use a cheesecloth but I don't think a regular strainer is going to get all the goodness out of here. Okay, that's just my tip. All right, you guys, as you can see, it is a success. I'm really happy with the consistency I got here. I'm so excited to give this a try. I know it's gonna work. I know it's gonna be golden. Okay, so yeah, this is the consistency that I got for the detangler. And remember, this is just the mucilage from the slippery elm and the marshmallow root. I have not added the other ingredients yet, but I just wanted you guys to really see the consistency of this. This is what you're looking for. This is exactly what you want, because a lot of times if you don't boil it long enough, this is not where you're gonna get. Okay, so I went on and added the other ingredients, and then I mixed it all together, and that was it, you guys. You are more than welcome to add a preservative to this, because it is almost 90% water based. Okay, this is mainly water, so this will go bad fast, you guys. So it's really good to make small batches of this, but I end up making a good 8 ounces. I end up making a good 8 ounces of this, but I'm just gonna keep it in the refrigerator and use it as needed. But like I was telling you before, you can definitely add a preservative if you would like, if you want to just like leave this out, but I really don't recommend it. If you want it as natural and as pure as possible, this type of product, I would just leave it in the refrigerator and just go and get it as you need it. Okay, so I'm using a recycled bottle from another product I had. You guys, recycle. That's a big tip. If you're doing DIY products and you're doing them often like I do, save your bottles and recycle them. It comes in, it's so useful, and it comes in handy later on. Okay, so once again, I couldn't find my funnel, you guys, but because of the consistency of this, I didn't use my turkey base injector this time. So yeah, this is what I got, you guys. What do you think about this? I'm loving it. I'm super excited. I'm happy about how the consistency came out. That was the biggest thing to me. I wanted to make sure I got that consistency right. However, I have not tested this yet, you guys. Would you like to see that video? I can do a whole detangle video, because I've been wearing my hair in a protective style. It's been in cornrows for maybe a month. So I can take that down and show you guys how I detangle my hair after wearing cornrows for a long time. Let me know what y'all think. Leave a comment down below and let me know exactly what you think, and I will make that video for you guys. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to follow me, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff, and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification button, and leave me a comment if you have any suggestions, or if you like to see something. Just let me know, you guys, and I'm gonna try to make it happen for you. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Yeah, bye.